Have you ever been betrayed by someone who twisted the narrative to make themselves the victim? The hurt of betrayal cuts deeper than a mere emotional wound. It serves as a painful reminder that even those you trust most can betray the sanctity of your faith. But remember, divine eyes see all. As the old saying goes, what is done in darkness will be brought to light. Even when justice seems delayed, know that no act of deceit goes unnoticed by a higher power. In a world where manipulation often seems to win, it's easy to feel powerless, but there is power in realizing that betrayal is not the end. It's a divine test. It's a wake-up call, a transformation in disguise, a crucial chapter that sets the stage for a more powerful version of yourself to emerge. Today, we delve into the unseen workings of divine justice, the lessons woven into the fabric of deceit, and the unwavering truth that, no matter how deeply buried, will eventually surface. Betrayal often doesn't come from unfamiliar faces, but from those we allow into the most sacred parts of our lives. Friends who know our vulnerabilities, family members bound by blood, or colleagues who've earned our trust and support. The pain of betrayal runs deeper because it's born from the unexpected. These individuals were meant to stand by your side, to be your allies in this journey. It's precisely their closeness to your heart that makes their treachery so soul-shaking. When betrayal strikes, it doesn't merely wound, it shatters the very pillars that once upheld your connection. Trust, carefully constructed over time through shared experiences and mutual understanding, collapses in an instant. This destruction forces you to question every moment, every word that seemed sincere. Were the smiles truly warm? Were the memories as real as they felt? Betrayal doesn't just disrupt the present, it rewrites your past, casting doubt on what you once believed to be unwavering. The pain doesn't cease with the betrayal itself. It lingers, leaving behind invisible scars that make it almost impossible to rebuild what was broken. The trust lost takes time to heal, and often, the path to restoration feels uncertain and fragile. Betrayal doesn't just undermine the relationship, it erodes your confidence in the very fabric of connection itself. You begin to question not only the actions of others, but your own ability to trust your instincts and judgment. Even the simplest interactions become clouded with doubt as you overanalyze every word, every gesture, searching for signs of hidden motives. The walls you build around your heart are not just protection from others. They're a defense against the vulnerability that betrayal exploited. It's as though the very act of being deceived strips away a layer of your identity, leaving you uncertain of where the betrayal ends and your sense of self begins. Those closest to you, who once knew your deepest fears and desires, have become the ones who betrayed the trust you once placed in them. The betrayal cuts so deep because it's not just an attack, it's a targeted strike at your vulnerabilities. The one who betrays you knows exactly where to wound, exploiting your trust and using your openness against you. What feels like a devastating blow is, in truth, an opportunity for profound transformation. It's as if the universe allows this pain to enter your life, not to destroy you, but to sharpen your clarity and purpose. Through the ashes of betrayal, you begin to see the truth about those around you, revealing who truly deserves your trust and who has no place in your journey forward. This searing trial burns away the falsehoods, leaving only what's authentic and enduring behind, a foundation of strength and wisdom that can never be shaken. Joseph's journey is a testament to the transformative power of betrayal. In the face of betrayal by his own flesh and blood, he did not crumble, he grew. His story is not one of victimhood, but of evolution, a metamorphosis forged in the crucible of hardship. Stripped of everything he once held dear, Joseph discovered within himself a strength and purpose far greater than he had ever imagined. The very betrayal that seemed to be his undoing became the catalyst for his destiny, leading him to places he never could have reached had he remained in the safety of his former life. His rise from the pit of despair to the heights of power teaches us that betrayal is not a final destination, but a doorway to new beginnings, a space where true resilience is born and divine purpose reveals itself. Betrayal, though it cuts deep, acts as a powerful awakening, pulling back the veil on the true nature of those around you. It forces you to see beyond the facade, revealing the envy, fear, or hidden agendas that lurked in the shadows. While the pain can be unbearable, it grants you a clearer, more precise vision of the world and the people in it. You begin to recognize the subtle cues and unspoken truths that once went unnoticed. It's a harsh lesson, but one that leaves you fortified with wisdom and discernment, preparing you to navigate the world with a sharper sense of judgment. Betrayal doesn't just break you, it refines you, sharpening your understanding of both yourself and others. Blame shifting is a manipulative tactic designed to prey on your empathy and sense of responsibility, turning the tables and distorting reality. The betrayer understands that by casting themselves as the victim, they can muddy the waters, clouding your judgment and manipulating your emotions. They exploit your kindness, making you question your own actions and creating a false sense of guilt. Their strategy is not only to deflect accountability, but to rewrite the narrative entirely, portraying themselves as misunderstood and wronged. In doing so, they create an illusion of victimhood, one that often finds an audience, complicating your attempts to seek the truth. This psychological warfare forces you to defend your own integrity, while they paint a picture of innocence that is impossible to fully undo without exposing their lies. The betrayer, much like King Saul, crafts a narrative in which they cast themselves as the injured party, using their perceived victimhood as a shield to justify their destructive actions. They twist reality, framing their betrayal as a necessary defense against imagined threats, while ignoring the truth of their own insecurities and motivations. This manipulation often goes unnoticed by others, who are swept up in the betrayer's false narrative, believing that they are simply reacting to external forces. In this distorted version of reality, the betrayer not only evades accountability, but also positions themselves as justified, even righteous. The tactic of gaslighting, subtly eroding your sense of truth, becomes a tool to dismantle your confidence and make you doubt your own experiences. It's a psychological game that undermines your ability to see the situation clearly, leaving you questioning whether your perceptions are the real problem. This manipulation, however, ultimately reveals more about the betrayer than it does about you, exposing the fragile foundations of their own self-image. Carrying this sacred bloodline means that every challenge you encounter is not just an obstacle, but an opportunity to show your unwavering resilience. Each hardship is a chance to embody grace under pressure, to rise above adversity with poise and strength. It's not that you are immune to pain or unaffected by struggles, it's that you recognize every difficulty is a testament to the strength woven into your very being. Each trial deepens your connection to your lineage, reinforcing the power that flows through you. Those who believe they can break you fail to see the vast reservoir of strength behind you, strength that has withstood far more than they can imagine and remains unyielding. Betrayers often play the victim because it shields them from confronting their own flaws and vulnerabilities. The fear of exposure drives them to manipulate, deflect, and project their insecurities onto others, crafting false narratives to avoid accountability. This is a defense mechanism, a way to protect their fragile egos from the uncomfortable reality of their actions. However, the longer they cling to these tactics, the greater the internal turmoil they experience. Deep down, the truth always lingers, and no amount of deflection can silence it. Eventually, the weight of their deception becomes too heavy to bear, creating a dissonance within them that they cannot escape. Recognizing these manipulative patterns not only breaks their control, but also serves as the catalyst for reclaiming your power. By seeing through their tactics, you no longer allow their lies to distort your reality, and in doing so, you regain the clarity and strength to move forward. When you recognize the manipulations for what they are, you break free from the cycle of confusion and self-doubt. You no longer feel the need to defend yourself against their false narratives because you know your worth and truth. By standing firm, You not only protect your peace, but also assert your autonomy over your own story. You refuse to allow their distorted version of events to define your reality, and in doing so, you preserve your integrity and sense of self. The tactic of playing the victim is a mirror to their inner turmoil, a reflection of their fear of facing their own shortcomings. The more they project their insecurities onto you, the more they expose their own inability to own their actions. With every refusal to engage in their games, you grow stronger, and their power over you weakens, revealing their vulnerabilities in the process. The chaos they stir might shake the surface, but the truth, once it rises, is unshakable, and when it does, it reveals the strength you've built in enduring their manipulations. Every attempt to distort your reality only serves to fortify your resolve, and as the truth comes to light, it will shine brighter than their deceit ever could. And let's be honest, this path isn't for the faint-hearted, those still caught in the mundane cycles of life. If you're here, it's because you're not just another passerby in the matrix. You're a part of something greater. This is the realm of the chosen, those who rise above the noise of ordinary existence. It's where the awakened come together to sharpen their minds, hone their power, and leave behind the beige, predictable lives that others settle for. Welcome to the inner order, where strength is forged and greatness is the only standard. In moments when betrayal cuts deep, and it feels like the deceiver thrives while justice remains just out of reach, there is one unshakable truth that provides peace. Nothing escapes divine awareness. Every whispered lie, every hidden action, every manipulation woven in the shadows is seen by a power far beyond the human eye. The universe, in all its vastness, does not miss a single deceit. It holds the record of all wrongs, and though the consequences may not be immediate, they are inevitable. The divine sees all, and in the end, nothing remains hidden from its gaze. In times when betrayal leaves you questioning everything, remember this: divine justice is unwavering and operates beyond your human understanding. The words of Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita serve as a powerful reminder that all wrongs are eventually addressed in the grand scheme of existence. While betrayal may seem unchecked in the moment, know that the universe is orchestrating a higher order, one that sees every hidden motive, every concealed intention, and the truth behind every falsehood. In the end, no deceit can escape the divine timeline, for what is meant to be corrected will inevitably find its way to balance. In moments of betrayal, the feeling of being unseen can be overwhelming, as if your suffering is invisible and the wrongdoer's actions are shielded from consequence. But take comfort in the certainty that no injustice escapes the gaze of divine awareness. While the world may fail to hold the betrayer accountable, there is an eternal force that sees all. The deceiver may manipulate the perceptions of others, but the divine cannot be deceived. What is hidden from human eyes is always known in the heart of the universe, and in time, the truth will rise and the scales of justice will balance. Betrayal, though often hidden beneath layers of manipulation, cannot escape the quiet, persistent force of the betrayer's own conscience. Cognitive dissonance, the internal tension created by actions that contradict one's values, works like a silent yet powerful force, reminding the betrayer that no lie is without consequence. Though they may project confidence and justification outwardly, the weight of their deceit festers within, and this internal turmoil becomes its own form of divine retribution. In myth and scripture, this truth is universal. Consider the story of Duryodhana from the Mahabharata, whose treachery toward the Pandavas ultimately led to his undoing. His arrogance and betrayal, despite all his schemes, were the seeds of his destruction, a reminder that no deceit, no matter how well hidden, can escape the law of divine justice. The story of Duryodhana is a powerful reminder that those who betray will eventually face the consequences of their actions, even if it takes time. His relentless pursuit of power through deceit only led to his own downfall, leaving him with nothing. For you, This truth can bring a sense of peace amid the chaos of betrayal. When you trust that divine justice is inevitable, it frees you from the need for revenge or the validation of others. Instead of wasting energy on proving your worth, you can focus on healing and personal growth. The pain may remain, but the burden of seeking retribution lifts, for you know that the truth is seen and understood by a higher power, a power that ensures justice is served, regardless of the timing. This awareness strengthens you, allowing you to rise above the hurt and embrace the transformative power of your journey. Divine justice is not simply about retribution. It is a force that weaves together both consequence and grace. The pain caused by betrayal, though harsh, is not a punishment, but a refining fire, one that strengthens your spirit and sharpens your purpose. Each trial you face, each wound inflicted, serves to prepare you for the higher calling that awaits you. The betrayal may try to knock you off course, but it cannot divert the path that has been divinely laid before you. Instead of succumbing to bitterness or a desire for vengeance, embrace the growth that comes from these challenges. In the end, it is through overcoming these trials with grace and wisdom that you align more deeply with your true power and purpose. Your journey is not defined by the betrayal itself, but by how you rise from it, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. As you walk the path of healing, remember that every step forward is a declaration of your unwavering faith in the divine plan. Trust that the universe holds all things in balance, and while the timing of justice may not always align with your expectations, it is always perfect. In your resilience, you become a beacon of hope for others, a living reminder that true strength comes from surrendering to the unseen forces at work in your life. Each scar, each wound, serves as a testament to your courage and integrity, showing that nothing can break you when you remain grounded in your purpose. You are a reflection of divine strength, moving through the world with grace, knowing that every wrong will eventually be set right, not by your hand, but by a power far greater than any earthly force. Divine awareness is not only a source of solace, but also a powerful reminder that every action, every intention, is seen. It encourages you to remain steadfast in your truth, to refuse to let the lies of others sway your integrity. Even when the world may seem to favor the deceiver, trust that the divine order is at work, ensuring that justice will find its way in ways you may not foresee. Betrayal creates an inner battle for the betrayer, one that can't be easily suppressed or denied. Though they may outwardly wear a mask of indifference or justification, their conscience will relentlessly remind them of the dissonance within. Over time, this internal chaos becomes their punishment, manifesting as a heavy weight they cannot escape. Just as the divine ensures that no harm is unnoticed, it also guarantees that the betrayer will face the full consequences of their choices, often in the quiet corners of their own minds, where truth can never truly be buried. Embracing the concept of divine timing can feel like a delicate balancing act between patience and inner turmoil. When it seems that the betrayer flourishes while you endure the consequences of their deceit, it's easy to feel lost in frustration. Yet, there's a profound peace that arises from knowing that true justice is not bound by human impatience or limited by the constraints of time. Studies have shown that those who trust in the unfolding of divine order experience a sense of resilience, rising above the immediate sting of betrayal with a deeper sense of peace. This trust in the larger, unseen forces allows you to release the desperate need for quick vindication, shifting your focus from the actions of the betrayer to your own growth and healing. Just as the scriptures and ancient teachings remind us, divine timing is always in motion, weaving a tapestry of truth that will eventually reveal itself, often in ways that transcend our understanding. Reflecting on the story of Haman in the Book of Esther, we are reminded that the forces of justice are never outpaced by human scheming. Haman's carefully laid plans to destroy the Jewish people ultimately unraveled, ensnaring him in the very trap he set. His demise came not through the hands of others, but through the mechanism of his own treachery, illustrating the law of karmic retribution. What is sown in darkness is always brought to light. This ancient lesson resonates through modern history, where figures who have deceived or betrayed others, whether in politics, business, or personal spheres, often find themselves caught in the very webs they wove. The downfall of these public figures serves as a reminder that no one is beyond the reach of divine justice or consequence. Whether immediate or delayed, the reckoning is inevitable, and those who betray will always pay the price for their actions. Betrayal, though painful, serves as a powerful teacher, honing your sense of discernment in ways that nothing else can. In a world full of masks and hidden motives, betrayal reveals the importance of seeing beyond surface appearances. The sting of deception strengthens your ability to spot the subtle signs of manipulation, the unspoken red flags that once went unnoticed. Each wound becomes a lesson in self-protection, teaching you how to guard your energy and set boundaries that are rooted in self-respect. As you navigate these challenges, you begin to trust not only your own intuition, but also the divine whispers that guide you toward people and situations aligned with your highest good. Through betrayal, you learn to filter out the noise of the world and tune into the wisdom that directs you away from harm and toward deeper, more meaningful connections. Betrayal, like a refining force, serves as the pressure that shapes your character and decision-making in profound ways. Just as raw material becomes stronger under intense pressure, the emotional weight of betrayal can push you to reevaluate and refine your understanding of trust, loyalty, and self-worth. While the experience is undoubtedly painful, it holds the power to reveal what truly matters, helping you discern between relationships that nurture your soul and those that drain your energy. This difficult process cultivates wisdom and emotional clarity, much like the transformation of coal into diamonds. Under pressure, you become something far stronger, more resilient, and more aware of your own worth. Through betrayal, you are prepared not only to navigate the complexities of human relationships, but to move forward with a deeper sense of purpose and inner strength. Betrayal acts as a catalyst for deep personal transformation, pushing you to confront your darkest fears and hidden insecurities. In this crucible of pain, you are forged into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. While the initial sting of betrayal may feel like a setback, it often serves as the necessary pressure to uncover the strength you never knew you had. Just as a seed must break through the soil to reach the light, your growth emerges from the fractures of your heart. Like Joseph, who faced the agony of betrayal, yet chose to trust in a higher purpose, you too are offered the chance to rise from adversity, finding the divine redirection that ultimately leads to greater fulfillment. Betrayal, when met with faith and resilience, becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, guiding you toward a destiny that transcends the pain of the past. Betrayal, though painful, often clears the way for a deeper understanding of your purpose. When others depart, their absence creates an unexpected void that, in truth, makes room for new paths and possibilities. What seems like a loss is, in fact, a divine realignment, gently guiding you away from distractions and closer to your true destiny. It is in the silence left behind that you hear the quiet call of your higher self, urging you to step into a more authentic, focused version of who you are meant to be. The unfolding of this journey is not one of endings, but of profound new beginnings. Betrayal, though searing in its intensity, serves as an alchemical fire, transmuting pain into purpose. It acts as a crucible, burning away illusions and shallow attachments, leaving behind the raw essence of who you truly are. This act of separation, though harsh, is often a sacred intervention, guiding you away from what no longer serves your higher calling. In the silence of solitude, where the echoes of loss reverberate, you uncover an unshakable truth. Your resilience and connection to the divine are infinite. Through this inner transformation, betrayal ceases to be merely a wound and becomes a doorway, a passage to a life imbued with authenticity, grace, and unwavering faith. It reminds you that while human bonds may falter, the divine's embrace is eternal, anchoring you in love and light. Betrayal reveals a profound truth. Your value is not defined by the actions or opinions of others, but by the unshakable essence of your own spirit. It challenges you to rise above the pain, teaching that true strength lies not in retaliation, but in release. Forgiveness, often mistaken as surrender, is in fact a bold reclamation of your freedom. It is not an acceptance of wrongdoings, but a powerful act of self-liberation, severing the chains of anger and bitterness that tether you to the past. By choosing forgiveness, you reclaim your energy, opening your heart to healing and your path to transformation. It is in letting go that you transcend the wound, emerging not as a victim, but as a force of resilience and grace. The journey to forgiveness begins with gentle, intentional actions that nurture your healing. Writing your thoughts in a journal allows you to give voice to your pain, transforming unspoken emotions into clarity and understanding. Mindfulness invites you to stay present, anchoring you in the here and now rather than dwelling in the shadows of the past. Visualization, like releasing anger into a flowing river or scattering it to the wind, becomes a powerful ritual of letting go. Grounding practices, such as feeling the earth beneath your feet or breathing deeply into your core, remind you of the strength within and the beauty around you. Most importantly, leaning on a circle of trusted allies ensures you never walk this path alone, creating a network of compassion and encouragement that lights the way forward. Forgiveness is a sacred act of self-liberation, a declaration to the universe that you will not let the shadows of betrayal dictate the light of your future. It is not about excusing harm, but about reclaiming the power that pain sought to steal. By choosing to forgive, you honor your resilience, affirm your worth, and step into a life guided by grace and intention. It is an embrace of your divine right to heal and thrive, a bold proclamation that your story is one of triumph, not defeat. This journey begins with rebuilding the trust within yourself, nurturing the confidence that betrayal tried to fracture, and transforming wounds into a foundation for extraordinary growth. If you're ready to embrace this gift, whisper to your soul, "I set myself free." Betrayal creates a rift not only in your trust in others, but in your trust in yourself. To bridge this gap, you must reconnect with the unwavering truths of who you are, your values, strengths, and the resilience that has carried you through life's storms. By reflecting on your accomplishments and the qualities that define your spirit, you lay the groundwork for rebuilding self-assurance. This journey is not about erasing the pain, but about transforming it into wisdom. Reclaiming confidence also means embracing the power of boundaries, creating a space where your energy and self-worth are protected. It's a declaration that you deserve relationships rooted in mutual respect and authenticity, paving the way for deeper trust, both in yourself and in the world. Boundaries are not barriers to connection. They are the bridges to self-respect and inner peace. They define where your energy ends and another's begins, ensuring that your well-being remains intact. Saying no with conviction, voicing your needs, and acknowledging warning signs are acts of self-love that reclaim your power and rebuild trust in your intuition. These practices affirm your worthiness of respect and loyalty, regardless of past wounds. The downfall of those who betray serves as a quiet lesson. Integrity is an enduring strength, far greater than the fleeting allure of revenge. It's a reminder to rise above the chaos, grounded in truth and grace, charting a path where dignity and authenticity guide your every step. Observing a deceiver confront the repercussions of their actions serves as a powerful testament to the inescapable balance of life. It is not a moment for gloating, but an opportunity to reflect on the enduring cost of forsaking integrity. Such events remind us that actions driven by deceit and manipulation eventually unravel, often consuming the very architects of betrayal. History echoes this truth, as figures like Macbeth or Napoleon, who ascended through cunning and ambition, ultimately fell victim to the very webs they spun. Their stories underscore the timeless principle: a foundation built on dishonesty cannot endure, while a life rooted in truth and honor stands resilient against the storms of time. These tales reveal an undeniable truth. While betrayal may yield fleeting gains, it inevitably plants the seeds of its own undoing. The fall of a deceiver serves as both a cautionary tale and a mirror, urging you to examine your own choices in the face of adversity. Their fate is a testament to the enduring triumph of honesty over falsehood, a stark reminder that shortcuts born of deceit are illusions, not solutions. When hardships tempt you to stray from your principles, remember that integrity is more than a moral compass. It is the foundation of a life built on enduring peace and genuine fulfillment. Staying true to your values, even in the face of trials, ensures a legacy defined not by fleeting success, but by unwavering strength and honor. Betrayal is a crucible of transformation, forging resilience from the raw pain of deception. It compels you to confront the shadows of human nature, refining your ability to discern sincerity from falsehood. In this journey, you unearth a wellspring of strength and wisdom hidden within, a testament to your capacity to endure and evolve. Divine awareness assures you that no wrong escapes the gaze of higher justice. Every act of deceit is a thread in the fabric of its own undoing. The eventual fall of those who betray is not just retribution, but a reminder that truth, like a river, carves its way through even the hardest stone, bringing justice in its wake, no matter how long it takes. Your response to betrayal shapes not just your healing, but your evolution. By choosing forgiveness over resentment, growth over despair, and courage over fear, you transform pain into a catalyst for profound self-discovery. Each act of resilience becomes a declaration that betrayal is not your end, it is your beginning, a refining fire that strengthens your character. Let this journey inspire you to share your story, for in vulnerability lies